It's a story of a man who believed that a wish is the most important thing in life. That special kind of wish that transforms a person's heart and makes life better. But he also knew that making a wish come true is so difficult for an ordinary person, and a common person's dreams get destroyed each day. In pursuing his wish, the man started learning the world's magic. That way, he became able to protect the people from harm and ill will. So he always gave the gift of fulfilling the wish to the good people. With good intentions, the man and his wife find an island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. On that beautiful island, they invited everyone without discrimination to live on that island. The man offered them protection on the island in exchange for their wish. He is now known as King Magnifico. Asha tells this story to Sabino on her 100th birthday today. Like everyone on the island, Sabino also has his wish for the king, and Asha hopes his desire should be granted. At the same time, Mother enters the room and breaks the news that the king has called for the wish ceremony today. Asha gets so excited and immediately wants to leave hearing that. She does not stop when Sakina asks her to make a cake for her birthday. Sakina suspects that Asha is hiding something from her, but she refuses and leaves. In the city of Rosas, she celebrates the immense joy of a wish ceremony with the happy citizen. In her song, she praises the kind king who brought them here and kept them under his safety. It is a blessing for each of them that the king takes their wish and saves them in a balloon. Any day from then, the king will grant their wishes one by one. Then she enters the king's castle and goes to the kitchen to see her friend and chef, Dahlia. She wants to be king's apprentice, and today is the day the king invited people for an interview. Dahlia asks her to keep calm and asks about her weakness. Asha knows that her caring nature is her most significant weak point. To calm her down, she offers her cookies with King's picture. But as soon as Dahlia removes the lid, other people immediately grab cookies, and a girl sneezes on Gabo's cookie. He gets angry, but Asha gives him her cookie to calm him down. Gabo is intelligent, and when he knows that Asha is going for the interview as an apprentice, he guesses that she is doing so because the wishes of the king's apprentice and their family are granted. But he points towards Simon, who sleeps in the castle all day, hoping his wish will be granted one day. At the same time, the queen enters the kitchen and everyone bows in front of her. She tells Asha that it's her turn for an interview. At the same time, a man comes out of the king's room crying. Dahlia advises her one last time to avoid touching anything in the king's chamber. While taking Asha to the king's room, the queen advises her not to ask unnecessary questions and not to see the wishes. Before sending her inside the room, she politely tells her that she wishes that King selects her as his apprentice because she knows that Asha truly cares for the kingdom and its people. Asha enters the room and gets mesmerized by the beauty of an old book. Suddenly, King calls her from behind, and she accidentally touches the glass door of the book. Touching the glass of the forbidden book frees many flies as King had put magic on it. Asha furiously repels the flies from herself. Afterward, she bowed before the king and wanted to leave the room, because she thinks that she made a terrible impression on King and is not worthy of becoming an apprentice. But King asks her to tell her weaknesses and strength. She shares that her fault is that she is too caring, but her power is that she can learn quickly and can draw very well. To prove it, she shows him her drawings of a goat. King remembers that she knew Asha's father. He was an avid thinker who loved to research on stars. But he died at the age of 12. Hearing that, King shares that greedy thieves destroyed his family. So he built this kingdom because he did not want anyone to suffer the losses he did. Then he asks her to enter the wishes room, where he barely takes anyone. Asha sees that everyone's wishes are in a bubble. King sees them and shares that these are the best parts of people's hearts. Asha wanders around the room and finds Sabino's wish there. She suddenly asks him to grant Sabino's wish as it is his 100th birthday, but he refuses, saying that only he will decide whose wishes are suitable for the people of Rosas and whose are not. The queen enters the room and asks them to walk to the wish ceremony. With cold expressions, King asks Asha to accompany him on stage. Asha quietly sees the king taking wishes from innocent people and trapping the best part of their hearts in a bubble. Then he announces that on Asha's demand, he will fulfill the wish of her dear one. But instead of Sabino, he calls Snia on stage and fulfills her wish to stitch the prettiest dresses in the world. Sabino gets so disappointed. But the king leaves the ceremony, telling Asha she is unsuitable as an apprentice. But he arrogantly tells her he will protect her family's wishes. That night, Asha sat with Sabino and Sakina and could not forget her meeting with the arrogant king. She musters up her courage and tries to tell Sabino that, along with many people's wishes, the Sorcerer King does not want to fulfill his wish. They get so surprised and ask how she knows that. Then Sabino shares that she watched the wishes with her eyes and knows what Sabino's wish is. But he stops her from telling everyone as he still believes in King. He rudely asks Asha to stop trying to break his heart with her brutal truth. Hence, she runs out of the house and sings with a broken heart. She wants to tell the truth to the world, but she does not have the power. Hence, watching towards the stars, she makes a big wish to give her more than she wishes. With Valentino, she reaches the tree where he used to sit with his father and watch the stars. She makes the wish to watch the big star, and suddenly, its light increases and lights up the entire island. Many people watch this scene, including the king and queen. The queen comes to celebrate with the king as she thinks he performed the magic to lighten up the world, but the king is so terrified and shares that he has done nothing, and he also witnessed changes in his wishes. On the other hand, a bright star falls from the star and begins following Asha. It hides under the shirt, and when Asha tries to catch it, it begins running. Then it stops and snatches Asha's book. Then Asha touches its hand, and it throws light on nearby mushrooms. Surprisingly, after that, Asha begins seeing mushrooms, yawning, and hearing them talking. Valentino runs after the star, and it throws its light on him and bangs its head. Valentino starts talking to Asha. Each thing that the star throws its light on begins speaking. She gets so surprised and asks the squirrel and rabbit how a star came down to fulfill her wish. They sing a song for her, telling her that if she wants to live happily, she must learn not to think so hard. She must not look too far. After understanding this, she sings along with the plants and animals in the jungle. Then Asha asks the star why it is here. The star throws the magical light on her lips, and she says she wants more of everything. But she hesitates and opens her sketchbook, telling the star that she actually wants to fulfill the wishes trapped in bubbles in the castle. At first, Star wants her to bring the wishes out of the castle. But when she hesitates, Star gets its yarn and runs towards the castle. On the other hand, King is terrified about what happened earlier that night. After reading all the books, he opts for guidance from the Forbidden Book to protect his kingdom at all costs. But Queen stops him from doing so, as they never know the book may have evil content. She calms the king down by showing him the island through the window and telling him his people love him. The king forgets what he saw and begins smiling. On the other hand, Asha packs the star in a pouch and runs towards the castle, trying to hide from everyone's eyes. The star knits a pajama for himself in the pouch. She hides it aside and tries to make her way through the kitchen. But Dahlia and her other kitchen mates see her. She tries to secretly ask Dahlia to tell her the secret path to the study, but she does not understand. They discuss the shine they saw last night, and this morning they saw animals talking. When a boy tries to enter the chicken's room, Asha stops him but notices something weird in Asha's behavior. Everyone asks her to tell what she is hiding. Then she finally tells how she made a wish to the star, and it came true. They see them singing and dancing as soon as they open the chicken's room. A star comes out and meets everyone. But it gets sad to see Simon. Asha says that Simon made a wish to be knight. Then Asha requests everyone to hide what she told them about the star. They promise and go out. But Dahlia stopped her to share the truth. Asha says that in her meeting with the king, she came to know that he has no intention of granting the wishes of most people. So she wants to take out all the wishes and needs her help. Dahlia is terrified of the idea but sends Asha to the king's study through the route they send the food. As soon as Asha enters the study, the king calls everyone outside to tell them that some amateur traitor tried to do the lighting magic last night. Anyone who speaks about the traitor will get rewarded. At the same time, trying to open the window to enter the study, the shining star sets fire to the study, and Dahlia sees the ashes from the window. She tries to stop the king by asking weird questions. At the same time, Asha blows the fire and hides everything inside the window she came from. Then, the star opens the wishes room with magic. People ask the king if they doubt their wishes are safe with him. Besides, so much time has passed, and their wishes may have changed, so they want another wish ceremony. That angers the king, who shouts that he will grant the will of any person who tells him about the traitor and angrily leaves. The queen is surprised at his anger, but King sings arrogantly that he allowed these people to live here for free. He also protects them, so he has all the right to their wish. At the same time, Asha could only find Sabino's wish. But before she leaves, King angrily enters the wishes room, singing in anguish that, as a handsome king, he did everything for the people here. But this is the thanks he gets. Asha hides with Valentino and Star, while in his anguish King takes out the forbidden book and absorbs all the curse, because he thinks that the book will help him through these hard times. Suddenly, the secret path on the floor opens, and the king enters inside. On the other hand, Asha reaches home and gives Sabino's wish. He absorbs it and feels immense happiness. He wishes he had never given his wish to the king. Asha promises her mother that she will also bring what she wants. At the same time, the king enters and asks Asha to give him the star who did that all. When she refuses, King crushes her mother's wish in his hand and feels immensely powerful. Then he sees the flying star in the room before he catches it. Asha throws a cupboard on him and escapes on the king's horses, along with Sabino, Valentino, and her mother. On the way to another island, Asha feels she is the only one who can stop what she started. So, she dives into the sea to return to the island to prevent the king from harming innocent wishes. At the same time, King breaks 3 wishes to make himself powerful, leaving those people devastated. The queen comes to see the king and is surprised to learn of the king's intention. She stops him, but the king does not think anything and points his stick at her neck. The queen is terrified to see his behavior and tries calming him down by pledging her loyalty. Afterward, the king gathers all the people outside to show that Asha stole the wishes of 3 innocent people and they are heartbroken now. Asha watches this and sees the queen sitting beside her, looking terrified. Asha sends her message through a speaking rat that the people of Roses now need her help. King brings Simon forth that he helped him reach Asha, so he will grant his wish to make him a knight. When the king makes Simon a knight, he tells others names who know the secret about the star, including Dahlia. All her friends and Asha gather in the secret room. They wanted to know if Asha stole the innocent wishes. Asha shares how the king broke her wishes and blamed her, but now she feels responsible for saving all the wishes from destruction. All her friends assure her they will be with her on each step. Suddenly, the queen entered the room, and they all stopped at their place. She says that the king has absorbed all the evil magic, and she wants to help them save their wishes. She knows that King has become evil now. They all unite, and the queen tells the king that people have seen Asha in the forest, so King immediately leaves to find her. As he goes, the queen opens the food slit that begins in the study. Asha and all her friends entered the study. On the other hand, Asha goes into the forest, and Star gives her a magic wand. The plan is that Asha will take the king as far as she can with the magic wand. At the same time, the queen and her friends will free up the wishes. As the star goes, she tries to handle the magic wand and cannot do anything initially. But then, it makes a firecracker, and the king knows where to follow Asha. While Asha's friends enter the wishing room, the queen tells them they must pull several ropes to open the upper side of the dome. They try to pull the string, but their force is not enough. While Queen reads in the forbidden book that once someone puts this magic, there is no way of getting rid of it. Suddenly, they think of pulling the rope together to open the wishes tower and jumping off with the rope. The wishes get free. Seeing that, Asha's mother and Sabino begin coming back. Asha sees that in the sky and tells the king that his game is over, but King changes into Simon. She is so surprised that Simon betrayed her. Suddenly, a bear attacked Simon, and Asha ran away. On the other hand, the king appears atop the wishes tower and traps all the wishes and the star in his evil magic. Then he traps the star inside his evil magic stick and throws empty wishes on the tower. He then traps all the people of Rosas standing down in the evil magic and enclosing the sky so never again any star would come down. Asha falls in front of the king, and when she speaks, the king throws evil magic on her repeatedly. When she stops speaking, Dahlia says in her place to make a wish. King tries to silence her too, but then the queen and all the people of Rosa start singing together to make a wish. That slowly begins removing the evil magic trap from them. As they all make wishes, the star is accessible from the king's wand. All the wishes get free and reach the people to whom they belong. The king gets trapped in the mirror of his magic wand. People get so happy after receiving their wishes and decide to make them happen. Simon apologizes to Asha and their friends, saying that all he did was a mistake because he believed in the king. He could not wait for his wish to come true. Suddenly, they heard the king speak from the mirror to free him, but the queen orders the mirror to be hung in the dungeon forever. People of Rosas cheer for their queen. Soon after, Sabino learned to play music and another girl learned to fly. They all are making their wishes come true. The star brings the stick that she broke in the jungle to Asha. Star joins it and makes it a wand again. Asha hesitantly receives the wand and makes a hen very big with her clumsy magical skill. The star says goodbye to Asha and the people of Rosas. It wants all the people to keep wishing forever.